y'all see this damn news? Talking about Trump and Clinton getting real friendly. When these pictures come out, they're gonna have to blur the top, bottom, and the middle. Whole thing gonna look like a witness protection program.
Nigga, this whole time it's been a projection. You and your administration spent all that money on anti-LGBTQ ads just for you to be LGBTQ. You know what the streets are saying? The streets are saying you gave Bill Clinton top. It's just so crazy because you got so much disdain for a community when you wanted the girls. So you a DL power bottom? Gang, if we're learning all this through emails, what else?
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. It's the way you ask these questions. You start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question. And you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. You're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter. As far as the Epstein files is, I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert. But I guess I turned out to be right. But you know who does have? Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, who ran Harvard, was with him every single night, every single weekend. They lived together. They went to his island many times. I never did. Andrew Weissman, I hear. All these guys were friends of his. You don't even talk about those people. You just keep going on the Epstein files. And what the Epstein is a Democrat hoax to try and get me not to be able to talk about the $21 trillion that I talked about today. It's a hoax. Now, I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me. But he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax. And ABC's, your company, your crappy company, is one of the perpetrators.
All right. Welcome back. In today's episode of Only in America, we just witnessed that is trending, one of the strangest thing ever, funniest thing, and the most unexpected thing to happen in the politics of America. This is just like a twist, you know. This twist, it involves Trump and Bill Clinton. And a moment nobody saw coming. Americans are reacting on every media, bustling, and the entire political class is pretending not to laugh, but they are definitely laughing deep down, but they just talk about it in the media or anywhere, anyhow, you know. So let's break down exactly what happened, why it blew up online, and what it reveals about the state of Americans' politics right now. How about we have here some clips, watch them, I'll come back with more comments on them. Meanwhile, prepare thoughts, tell me in the comment section, tell me what do you think about this whole thing, this whole twist of Trump trying to work with Bill Clinton. It's crazy, right? But yeah, everybody is now aware that every day everything is coming new, everything is changing, you know. Everything seems like it's okay, but nothing's okay. People just have to act like everything is happening the way it's supposed to be happening.
This has been pissing me off for days. I wasn't going to talk about it, but it's just boiling inside of me. This is going to be an angry rant. So Donald Trump allegedly gave $500 to big ball sack heaven Bubba Bill Clinton. Who hasn't? Who hasn't tasted Bill? Remember back in the day where presidents were impeached for cheating on their wives? Remember back in the day where presidents were impeached for having sex with somebody outside of their marriage? People say they're having a hard time believing it. Well, I don't. If you can find an actual child attractive, well, there's not many things you won't try. Plus, Trump got that turkey neck thing going on. He got that coochie neck. That's hard to turn down when you a freak. That's not what pissed me off, though. This got me hot.
Years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years.
This type of rhetoric is what people use to normalize things, right? Well, the kids weren't 8. They were just 15 when they were trafficked to an island by a predator.
We have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14.
Megyn Kelly is no different than Ghislaine. What we don't talk about is the women that are complicit in the abuse against children. It's the women that get kids real comfortable and relaxed right before they're hurt.
I think there is a difference. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Megyn Kelly says she didn't believe that Epstein was a pedophile because nobody came out and said that they were under the age of like 10 or 14. And there's a big difference between like a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old. And she's absolutely right. It's grades in school. They're all in school. They're school-age children. There are grown women and men that don't know how to cope with being essayed. There are grown women and men that wouldn't know what to do or how to escape an island full of powerful people. Yet a 9th grader should know because, they're mature. Get the out of here. Do you want to know why some adult men and women have a hard time finding relationships, picking the right partner? It's because even as children, they weren't protected. Even as children, they were never shown what healthy looks like, what normal looks like when it comes to intimacy and relationships. Have you ever tried to make a decision in survival mode? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the wrong decision. Megyn Kelly has 3 kids. You have predators and complicit women raising and creating more predators, and it'll never be safe over here. In fact, it's really unsafe over here. We're not going to create a safe community for you to discuss your disgusting desires. It's just not gonna happen. And we're never gonna stop talking about abuse. So many times when we hear sick ass stories, people say, well, where were the parents? Well, those are the parents. Megyn Kelly is a parent. Those are the parents. Protect and guard children. Megyn Kelly says that 15 is like the barely legal type, but 15 isn't legal at all. And I don't care if you call a 15.
You mean to tell me Donald Trump gave the Gluck Gluck 3000 to Bill Clinton? You're telling me Bill Clinton allowed his saxophone to get blown by that orange man? That was not on my bingo card for 2025. In no way, shape, or form. Trump had one job, and he definitely blew it. And to top it all off, he posts this on the White House Twitter page. One thing them DL men will do is post their women when they get caught. There's a lot to be discussed about what has been coming out in the emails. And those aren't even the files. These are just emails. These aren't even the files we have been requesting. But Trump topping Mr. Bill Clinton. I know Hillary is mad. I know she mad as hell right now. Not even just Lewinsky, but Trump? In the history books, ladies and gentlemen.
Allegedly, they're saying that Donald Trump gave Bill Clinton that Gok 3000. Yes, you heard that right. There's an email going around saying that Donald Trump, the current president, gave the former president that Gok. Now, here's the thing. Things can be fake. Things can be altered. That's why I'm saying alleged. But the internet has already given him the nickname of Donica Lewinsky, which is pure genius, by the way. But is this, what in the world is going on? If this is real, I'm just saying alleged. But if this is real, how in the world, how are we supposed to act to this news? When Bill Clinton said Donald Trump blew it, I thought he was talking about the economy. Now, apparently, it's a whole nother thing going on here. And Hillary, you got to fight back. You can't let that man, you can't have him take your presidency and your man. Pick one. You got to do something at this point. You feel what I'm saying? But they said that Bill Clinton is a very charming guy. That's one thing they did. But if Bill Clinton come out, I did not have sexual relationships with that man. This is ridiculous. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm just are we in the darkest timeline? Because that's the only thing that makes sense of this.
You're telling me that Trump blew on Bill Clinton's saxophone? You're telling me there's actual real life emails that were dumped that says Trump gave the Gluck Gluck 3000 to Bill Clinton. Shouldn't have done that with my cheek. Damn. I have never not wanted to see proof of that. I've never
more been like, maybe that should only touch the eyes of people who need to do the prosecution, because I would rather light my eyeballs on fire with acid and glass than see that.
All right, I want to make sure that I am understanding this correctly. Are the Democrats now saying what I think they're saying about this Bill Clinton, Donald Trump thing? Are they? Like, is this for real? Or did I wake up in some weird Twilight fucking dream? How from that email did they get to this conclusion? How did they get there? How did A and B intersect? What world are we?
So they saying Donald Trump was giving Bill Clinton head. Now, this is what I feel about that most definitely. Like, I'm not surprised, honestly, bro. A lot of people in power is doing all type of stuff behind closed doors. Y'all just always think everything fake. So when stuff start popping up in documents and stuff start getting exposed, y'all know we in the age of exposure. Like, you can get exposed for anything nowadays. I don't know why everybody's surprised about stuff like this. Like, all these super successful people you be seeing out here in life, bro, a lot of them did stuff behind closed doors that really compromised morality and all type of stuff, bro. People put money over anything. People worship money as God, so you know things is going on behind the scenes. You feel me? But damn, he was giving them top, though. It's crazy. Like, I see why his last name Trump now. But on a serious note, y'all, we got to change the way we view all these, like, celebrities, popular, successful people. Like, a lot of them, bro, you be comparing yourself to them, and they do stuff that you would never do. You know what I'm saying? They do stuff that you would look at a person and just look at them weird. You feel me? Like, yeah, they got the money and everything, but you don't know what they have to sacrifice to get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they feeling on the inside. You don't know what type of trauma they got put through or they put themselves through. You feel me? Just for some money. So, I don't even be...
Bill Clinton knows exactly what I'm talking about. Trust me, he's seen this movie before. That one line was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. People were confused, laughing, shocked, and instantly trying to figure out what he meant. And if you know Trump, he never leaves a moment like that hanging. He doubled down, clarified nothing, and made it even stranger. During a follow-up event, a reporter asked Trump what he meant by invoking Bill Clinton and instead of walking it back. He delivered a twist, so nobody that it was coming that way. To a vintage Trump, the room couldn't hold itself together. Trump said, "Look, Bill knows. He gets it when he gets it. He's smart. Honestly, between you and me, he probably agrees with me more than he agrees with Biden right now." Even the reporters who tried so hard to remain stone-faced were caught off guard. Some laughed, some gasped, some just stared like didn't really just say that. The media are now exploding. Oh, it went insane. It was crazy out here. Within a minute, American online were posting memes, jokes, and a reaction like Trump resurrected. The 90s beef is crazy. Bill Clinton waking up today with no idea he trending again. Bill woke up again today, and he had no idea as to why he was trending again today. Trump pulled Clinton out like a plot twist character in a TV show. People were editing that moment into a movie, trailer, sitcom intros, even WWE themes. You know, Americans, if there is even 1 second of chaos, they will turn it into a content. As usual, you know that. What made it even funnier is that Clinton himself did not respond, not one word. And that silence only made the reaction funnier because people started imagining Clinton sitting in his home like, why am I being dragged into this again? Like, why am I getting myself into this case again? Now, beneath the humor, there was something very, very American happening there. Now, beneath the humor, there is something very American happening there. We live in a political era where former presidents are arguing with a current president. Past scandals are being revealed or revived in the real time. The media reacts faster than politicians can issue statements. And every moment becomes a meme before it becomes news. Trump knows this game better than anyone. He knows how dominating or how dominant the conversation without even addressing the real issue. He didn't have attack Biden, nor Democrats, or full explanation. All he had to do was throw Bill into the mix, and then, boom, that's how it is. Headlines, chaos, comedy all over the media. This is the state of America politics today, not logic, not policy, but the plot twists, the unexpected moments. And why Americans love this stuff? People are tired already of being maybe keeping things for themselves or staying low-key. People are tired of with the government already. Shut down, inflation, political fight, and broken promises. So when something genuinely funny, random, and unpredictable happens, Americans jump on it because they don't want to be into pressure or maybe that thing's called depression. Because humor is the only way people cope with the madness coming out of the Washington, D.C. This moment wasn't about Trump versus Clinton. It was about Trump versus Biden. It was even about politics, you know. But now, it was about Americans seeing something wild and saying, you know what? At least this made my day. Little funnier, little happy. You know, at least I've smiled. Genuinely. And honestly, that is the part politicians never understand. They think everything must be serious. Everything must be strategic. Everything must be controlled. No. Americans are like, nope. If something is funny, we are going to milk it. There is also a deeper message hidden inside all the humor. Americans are watching, are listening, and Americans are paying close attention to who's. And they are paying their whole mind, putting on something. Who stands with the people, who lies to people, and who plays games with the people. Politicians think voters aren't paying attention. But the moment like this proves otherwise. Because the same people who laugh at politicians' twists are the same people who will remember that you did when election season comes. You did when election comes. That you did when election comes. Americans are not distracted. They are not awake. They are awake. They are tired of the nonsense coming from every direction, every area, every simple thing they can just talk about, and the government just control everything, put everything in order. They are tired of lies, secrets, and everything. They want transparency. So, after this unexpected Trump and Clinton twist, the real question is, what next? Who gets dragged into any convo tomorrow? Which past president or politician's figure will suddenly reappear in the story again? Because if there is one thing we've learned from the American politicians or the politics in this year and last year and beyond, expect the unexpected and expect it to be wild. Americans are watching. And America itself is watching as well. America is reacting. America hasn't laughed this hard at politics. Americans hasn't laughed this hard at politics in a long time. If you want to more of these breakdowns, more insights, and more of the real conversation happening across the country, make sure that you follow the Global Tales, subscribe here, share the video, comment, tell me your thoughts, what do you think about the whole thing. Because the truth is always louder than anything else. And here, we have to make it sound more louder. Subscribe and share the video. I'm more than peace. Be with you till next time.